Ezekiel was not a dream. Ezekiel was a prophet. That was not no prophet.
Wake up, man. Wake up.
Ezekiel was a prophet. It was a prophet.
Dreaming. He wrote down a dream. It starts off with this.
But you yourself, Rick, said that the people are Semitic. You said that.
No, I said they are a mix.
Coy said that.
I'm
said
not
that
saying they're
Semitic people.
I never said they're
Hebrews are Semitic people.
Well, but Ezekiel was just telling what
he was giving you the definition of who the Semitic people were.
Yeah, but it was all together in one verse. That's why I read that. Because it was all together in one verse.
Okay, now back to what I was saying. Matt has agreed that the still is without question it is a piece of history that is true. So with that being said, Kemet and Israel knew of each other, without a doubt.
Because they...
What was that date again?
1250 BC.
1250 BC.
Still mentions Israel. So we know between sometime prior to that was our interaction, our exodus, whatever you want to call it.
Now watch this. Hold on. Let me go. Let me finish. Can I please finish?
We never heard of it.
Discipline.
Okay, go on, just give me a date then. Just gotta be quiet, man. Because I'm going somewhere. 1250. Now, shoot from the hip. The steel got Israel, the Kemetic steel got Israel name in it in 1250. We're saying the book of Genesis showing Jacob and his kids going into Kemet maybe 200, 300, 400 years prior to that. Without a question, a group of people, according to the biblical text, became a nation that the Egyptians recognized in 1250 BC. First off, I got a couple of questions. Why was they at war with each other? Why was they at war with each other? Did the Egyptians just decide to go whoop some ass today? Oh, let me see.
Have you ever read the Stele?
No, I have not. That's why I'm asking you. I'm genuinely asking you, why were they at war with each other?
People war all the time, man.
But can you, like you say, I can't give you a day. Can you give me a reason why they was at war with each other, man?
This is what I'm saying. I'm not just going to help you with your argument while you're building it. First, I want to see where you going, and then I'm going to determine if that's making any sense. Okay. I'm not helping you.
But this is a debate. I'm just asking you a question. I want to know, why was they at war?
You tell
this
me.
May be hurting me, or maybe helping me.
What I'm saying is, if you brought this in as evidence, I want to know, why do you feel like this is evidence? Why are you telling me that
because
this is going
right
on?
now I'm proving to you that right now we already established that Israel is Semitic. We already established that they went to war with Egypt. We already gave a date of Kemetic people recognizing Israel in 1250. We got those three things. Those three things are facts on the wall right now. We know for a fact that Israel had to start from a family. Every nation starts from a family.
You said all this black burn, but at the end of the day, I said.
But you not disproving it.
But y'all, we came here for y'all to prove.
No, we can't.
Disproved it.
You haven't disproved it.
I disproved it based on the date you just gave. I just did that.
See, that's why I don't give dates. That's why I don't give dates for names.
You got to when you're talking about history.
I disproved. No, because you just said your Egyptian history got holes in it.
You gotta see what I'm saying, brother. I disproved, for one, that this exodus cannot be the expulsion. For one, I disproved that, and how else can I do it?
But you just said it was an exodus, though.
Wait a minute.
It was an exodus,
according to the Bible, and
according to the Kemetic text.
And I disproved that the brother went all the way up to the camera and he showed y'all that relief in the tomb of Khnum Hotel. Then he tried to say that was showing Israelites coming in. I disproved that claim. Now I'm finna disprove something else, since you want to see some more disproving.
But wait a second, before you do that, you just said that it was an expulsion, an exodus. They kicked a group of people out. Yes or no? I need a yes or no. Okay, so a group of people got kicked out.
Yes.
Those groups of people was the Hyksos, right?
Yes
or no? Now, Ricky, according to your definition of Hyksos, was some of those people in that group considered Semitic? Yes or no? Now, Matt, was some of those people that the Hyksos got kicked out that were Semitic? Or all Semitic people Hebrew? Yes or no? All Semitic people Hebrews? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, so a group of Hyksos people that are also Semitic people that we know as Israelites because they're Hebrews. As within this group, I can't give you a pinpoint and say that was Joseph, that was Moses, that was. But we know a group of Semitic people got kicked out.
Watch
and
this.
you
Let me ask you
considering
something.
Semitic people to be Israelites.
Let me ask you something. Or Canaanite Semitic people.
Yes, they are.
Or Hittite Semitic people.
Yes, they are.
Or Semitic people in Egypt.
Yes, they were.
Did some Semitic people get kicked out?
Yes, they did.
So the Hittites are the Israelites.
According to Corey, they are a mixed group
I'm
of
asking
people.
you, are the Hittites
according to the
or
verse that we
the
just
Hittites
read, yes, they are.
In the Bible?
Yes, they are in the Bible. He just showed you that they was.
That is brother shooting from
So we don't buy dreams, bro.
What can I use? The Semitic people are a group of mixed people.
Why are you saying Israelite? Why ain't you saying Hittites? Why are you saying it was the Israelites and not the Hittites? What's the difference?
Because they came together and they was known as the nation of Israel.
Is there a difference between Israelites and Hittites? Is there a difference?
Okay.
Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, there is a difference.
Okay then.
But it's not a difference based on race. It's a difference based on a group.
Is there a difference between Israelites and Amorites?
Yes, they are.
So prove to me that the people that you're talking about, we're talking about Hyksos, prove to me that those were the Israelites and not the Amorites or the Hittites or the Phoenicians or any one of the other 100 ethnicities that you're saying the Hyksos could represent. What I'm telling you is, if you're telling me that the Hyksos, it could be multiple different people, and you're cherry picking one, you're saying, oh, it was the Israelites, and prove to me that that was the Israelites. If it could have been 100 different people.
They can't, and I want to know.
No, wait a second. Hold on. I'm glad Matt worded that question that way. Family, I'm glad he worded that question that way because according to scripture, it was a different type of man, which was a Canaanite man, right?
Amorite, mama was a Hittite.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you got, so I see you walking around. You are American, right?
Brother, prove to me.
No,
man.
I'm asking you, are you American?
Why we talking about Americans?
Because I'm trying to prove it to you.
All you gotta do is prove to me with the records. We know the names of these individuals. We don't gotta talk about Americans.
No, it's a reason why I'm asking you that, and I think you know why.
No, I don't.
Okay, so I'm American, right? I'm also of African origin. I'm also, so if I see you, what would I consider you to be, Matt?
So in order for you to prove this to me, you have to talk about Americans. Why you gotta talk about Americans?
Because I'm showing you.
One question, bro. Y'all, you brother said you can't prove it, and I just want to know why.
Because you're talking about
Just tell me why you
talking about
prove
70
that the
people.
Hyksos were Israelites. Why can't you? Prove
We did that. They were Semitic people.
So now you can prove it.
No, you're saying.
I'm going off what you said. You said I can't prove it. I want to know why.
Name Jacob, what's that? Jacob Her, whatever that Jacob Her signet ring thing, signet. That's something that is maybe.
Was he an Israelite?
Jacob was a.
No, that name you just said.
Jacob, yeah.
He was an Israelite.
Yes, sir. In the Bible, yeah.
Brother, that was a Hyksos Pharaoh, brother.
I'm saying in the Bible.
No, brother.
Jacob was
Brother. Got him again. Earlier they said that these Hyksos Pharaohs were not them. Now the brother is telling me that the Yaqub Hor is an Israelite. Brother, did you know that was a Hyksos Pharaoh? You got caught out there then. Because now you admitting, now you just changed your story again. So
I didn't change my story. My story states that an Israelite can't be considered Hyksos.
Out of all love and respect, everybody here knows that y'all said that the Hyksos Pharaohs were not the Israelites. Now
Never said that. Never said that.
Talking about
Never
earlier
said that.
conversation.
So were y'all the Hyksos Pharaohs? I'm asking now.
Never said that.
I'm asking you.
No, I never said.
Yes or no?
I never gave you a key.
Well, I'm asking
never
now.
gave you a date. Never gave you a
Scripture never
name.
said
Well,
that
I'm
the
asking
Israelites
those three
were
things.
Okay, I'm asking you now. Give it to me now. Were the Hyksos Pharaohs, was that y'all?
Israelites were never considered Pharaoh.
Then they could have been Hyksos.
No, they could have been
Wait a minute,
considered
slow down.
Hyksos.
Wait a minute.
Hyksos is just a
I'm
label.
not going to get off this one point. Were the Hyksos Pharaohs the Israelites?
There was no Pharaoh, Israelite Pharaoh.
So yes, so that's a no.
No.
So okay, so bam.
Joseph was
given prominence.
Wait a minute. We're gonna get
Okay.
into that. Wait, stop. I want to deal with this one point. So now y'all said y'all didn't say it earlier, which y'all did, but now we just went back and the brother just said that the Hyksos Pharaohs are not the Israelites, right? But then you told me that Yaqub Hor is an Israelite. And I'm telling you that's a Hyksos Pharaoh.
See, and that's why I don't give. That's why I won't give a name, and I won't give a date, or I won't give a pharaoh.
So, but you keep telling me. Wait a minute. Wait,
hold on,
no. I was still going. I was pausing for dramatic effect. So what I'm saying is, no. So this real talk. So you gotta pay attention, family. They shooting from the hip.
We not shooting from the hip.
I just disproved another claim.
No, you disproving a name and a date.
No,
that's not the
what is history but names and dates and stories?
No.
Listen,
you're not disproving the story.
You cannot say you cannot say one that the Israelites were not the Hyksos pharaohs, and then two say the Hyksos pharaoh Yaqub Har was an Israelite. That is two different
He just said
statements.
he wasn't an Israelite. He just said there was no Israelite pharaoh.
But he said Yaqub Har is an Israelite.
I'm thinking about the fact that I was trying to find the fact that I found Semitic names in the city of Avaris.
But I asked the question.
Yeah, but of course I don't know.
So what I'm saying is, y'all keep changing it up on me. Every time I make a good point, y'all try to say, well, no, brother,
saying
that ain't what I meant.
No, because see, you're making your points off of names, dates, and times.
What is history?
But you're not acknowledging the story. You're not acknowledging the story.
I'm not disputing no stories.
So you're not disputing a group of people being kicked out of the kingdom.
No,
And you're not disputing that these groups of people was Hyksos.
I'm saying, wait a minute. What I'm saying,
Semitic people.
Listen, what I'm telling you, fam.
Stop throwing evidence
Listen, what I'm saying, brother. I'm telling you, if you want to talk about people getting kicked out and people named Hyksos being kicked out, we don't have to talk about Mexicans and Americans and
because Hyksos is a group of people.
But what I'm saying is, we have names.
Different groups of people.
But what I'm saying is, if you want to talk about Hyksos and Hyksos being kicked out, of course I'm going to use names because I have them. We don't have to hypothesize.
Okay.
I know the name of the person that kicked them out. I know the name of the last Hyksos pharaoh that got kicked out. I know what the Hyksos was doing before they got kicked out. I know when the Hyksos started coming in. I know when the Hyksos actually started taking control. So why would I not use those
dates?
dates?
What happened with the Hyksos when they left Kemet?
But that's what I'm saying. You won't even admit you the Hyksos.
But I never said we not.
I'm not.
We just said we were the Hyksos. What are you saying?
What we said was we're not those Hyksos pharaohs. That army of Hyksos. We're not.
So you were shooting from the hip with Yaqub Har.
What I'm saying is Israelites can be, yeah, of course. I was looking for those names.
He's trying to give you Semitic names in Kemet. That's it.
And I found Yaqub was the first thing I found. You proved that was not.
You saying it was Semitic people in Kemet. You saying that the Egyptians kicked those people out. That's what y'all are saying. But we agree with the Bible in your text. But what you haven't said, family, camera, what happened to after those people?
What you mean?
What happened to the Hyksos?
Okay, you want to know?
Yeah,
you want to know?
Come on.
They kept getting their butt kicked.
Ooh, that sounds biblical.
They were roped up.
No, I'm talking about in that land. It wasn't okay. When was Joshua? When did Joshua?
Hold on.
No, stop. When did Joshua conquer Canaan? You really want to talk about this? No. Let's talk about it.
No. You made a statement. You made a statement. I got to deal with that statement you just made.
I know.
You said they was getting their butt whooped in Kemet.
No, I did not say that. I said
family. Press rewind.
I didn't say in Kemet. I didn't say in Kemet.
They was getting.
So you want to talk about what happened after, right?
Okay.
So first, tell me what the Bible say happened, right?
They left Kemet.
And what happened? What the Bible say?
They went to a mountain and they died off.
What I'm saying, and Joshua went into and conquered Canaan.
One person.
Let's get into it. And they were conquering Canaan. So bam, what I'm saying is, what date are you saying this happened? And then I'm gonna tell you what the Egyptians say happened.
Okay, watch this for the camera. I'm gonna say it like this is like 39. I'm gonna say it one more time for the 40th time. I'm not able to give you a date.
So how can he?
But we're giving you the story that they are agreeing with.
Just chill, brother. So how can I tell you what the Egyptian story says was happening during that time, Wade, if you won't even tell me when that time was? I gotta know what.
No. According to the Hyksos people, you putting the time on. I don't want a time. I don't want I want to know, according to the Hyksos people that you know about that got kicked out, what happened to them. It doesn't matter if they got kicked out 10 years ago. What happened to those people that got kicked out according to you?
I'm asking this for a reason. right? I'm asking this for a reason because I'm showing if you have a conversation about history, you need names and you need dates. Now, if I'm the only one with names and dates, that should tell you something, family, about who knows this information. So let's take it 100 years after the Hyksos got kicked out. Let's take it from 1550 to 1450. It was a general named Amos III, right? Amos III expanded the Egyptian borders all the way up to the Euphrates. So how the Bible gonna tell me that Joshua was conquering the land of Canaan after he done ran from some mythical Egyptian pharaoh that they was talking about, when I'm telling you 100 years after they got kicked out, all that area was still vassals to the Egyptian empire. Now show me that in the Bible.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Time of the judges, man.
So that area, so the time of the judges, so during the time of the judges,
Israel was fighting everybody.
But during the time of the judges, right? So during the time of the judges, the Bible says that the Egyptians, they was all still vassals to the Egyptians all the way up to the Euphrates.
Vassals to the Egyptians.
Okay,
I
then.
just know we were fighting against all the lands of Canaan.
So you keep asking me what happened, and I just told you, and again, it doesn't line up with the biblical record.
But okay, watch this. How did Israel get started according to Egyptian history?
It doesn't tell you.
Exactly. We just know
You
all
gotta
of a
piece
sudden
that together.
Exactly. All we know is in 1250 BC, there's this people group called Israel who first time mentioning them, wiped them out. That's all we know.
But wait a second.
That's the whole story.
Those are very important issues because
That's
we're
the whole
telling you
Egyptian story.
a family became a nation.
Story.
You're agreeing with the nation part because you're agreeing with the steal.
I agree that Israel eventually was a group of people.
Now
bro.
we're
And
saying
they
their
had to
origins.
somewhere,
We're
bro.
saying that their origins
They
started
had
in Kemet.
You ain't proving it. That's the point I'm making. And every time
But
you
you're
try to
saying
prove
you're
it-
not disproving because you just said you don't know where they started from.
Listen, brother. Exactly. What
That's where we
I'm
came
what I'm
from.
disproving.
But-
wait a minute. You know what I'm disproving?
Won't hold up in court.
The only thing I can disprove is your claims to prove the validity. That's all I can do because I'm saying that that's not them. So if you tell me, wait a minute, if you tell me that the Exodus was the expulsion, I'm going to disprove that. If you tell me that the Exodus happened during 1250 and that was the expulsion, I disprove that. If you tell me that the Israelites coming in was depicted on that tomb, I'm going to disprove that with the dates. And then if you tell me that Joshua was ruling in Canaan after they got kicked out around the time when Thutmose III was kicking butt over there, I'm going to disprove that. So what I'm saying is what I'm attempting to do is knock down every claim that's being come up to show that you can't. Because wait, you already said that you can't prove it. So anything you bring in, I'm disproving it with the names and the dates.
But what you're not understanding is you're saying in 1250, according to the steel, Israel was a nation.
1250.
Huh?
Now we in 1250.
According to the
We can
steel,
do it. I don't mind.
According to the steel, Israel was a nation that got destroyed by Kemet.
What
right?
does that prove? What does that prove? Why do y'all keep bringing that up?
Because you're not dealing with that.
Because I want to know.
Is Israel a nation according to the steel?
Yes,
1250?
Israel is on the
Okay,
stele.
now stay right there. You got to walk with me now. I'm walking now.
I'm
It's time for
walking.
y'all to walk with me.
Let's go.
Now, when you press rewind, what happened to Israel? Where did they come from? You don't have no text for that, correct?
This the
It's
crazy.
a yes or no question, man. Y'all
No.
have this no text
No.
for it. Now, my Bible says that a small family, 50 to 60 to 70 people went into Israel, and then your text says, your steel says they had a war with them in 1250. So I got a biblical text that's showing the origin of those people. You're disagreeing with the origin. But when you disagree with the origin, you have said the Hyksos people were Semitic people. You have also said Israelites were Semitic people. You also wait, is Israelites Semitic people? It's a
Wait
yes
a
or
minute.
no.
No, that's not.
Like, you
that's
keep
no,
asking
man.
us questions. You need
This
to be
is- this
teaching
is-
me.
yeah.
And let
I
me
am,
know
but
that
you're not-
Hyksos
This
are
crazy,
Israelites,
man.
but you said you
What you
can't
doing?
prove it.
You brother, you so all over the place.
I'm not all over the place. I'm in a 200,
listen to
300 year
me.
gap.
Listen to me. You have to. That's why you gotta start using dates, bro, because you don't hear it. But since I do know the dates, I think. All right, let's slow down. I'm walking with you. Let's start at the 1250, right?
That's
now,
the first time we got Israel as a
okay,
nation.
and you said a
According to the
couple hundred
Egyptian
years
text.
before that,
2, 3,
the
4, 5,
Israelites
they could-
were going into Egypt. That's what you just said. That's what you wanted me to walk with.
I want you to walk with that.
That's what you said.
Okay, let's walk with that.
So
I'm
what-
not gonna give you 200 or 300 years. Let's just say prior
So
to
when,
1250.
but if you don't tell me when, how
I
am I
can't
going to
because me nor you know the origins of Israel. We don't know it. You just said yourself you don't know it. All we know is 1250 Israel and Egypt. All we know is they had to have come from somewhere. We and you both got to agree to that. We both got to agree to that. We both got to agree that the Hyksos were Semitic people. We both agree to that.
Stop.
And we
You can't. You don't even hear what you're doing.
So is those Semitic people? Yes or no?
That doesn't matter. You know, we not, brother. How you can't jump from this 1250 is very valid. That's very valid. I can't go nowhere else until we have to deal with the 1250. Deal with the dates.
No, you deal with the 1250. Let's deal with the 1250. The 1250
that's
got Israel as a nation, right?
I'm saying now, how does that prove anything about the Hyksos being Israelites? I
wasn't trying to prove Hyksos was Israelites, because I have already said and you have agreed that Hyksos is a number of groups of people. It's not just Israelites. There are a number of groups of people. So you're right. Those groups of people that was on that relief could have been Canaanites, could have been Amorites. But we got to say that they are Semitic people. So out of the Semitic people, Israel became a nation. You got to say, yes, you agree with that. You got to say the Semitic people went into
Canaanites. The Israelites are Canaanites.
They are Canaanites. You're right.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying they came out of the Canaanite people.
Yeah, I totally agree with you.
That's what I'm saying. Now, but what I'm getting to. What I'm getting to is, like I keep saying, I'm jokingly saying it, but you're shooting from the hill.
How am I shooting from the hill?
Because if you're gonna,
and we agree with everything.
No, we don't. If you're gonna tell me that this is a real story, you have to apply some type of dates so we can really authentically see if these stories line up. Because I can say, okay, it's Arabs. Wait a minute. No. I can say it's Arabs in Israel right now, and then it's Arabs in the Middle East, and I can say it's Arabs in Egypt right now, and then I can say, well, Arabs, they're really technically Arabs. They are Semitic people, and they could be considered Asiatic. And then if the tomb of Khnum Hotel show Asiatics coming in, that means the Arabs, they came in way back in the time of Khnum Hotel. That's crazy logic.
No, I'm
not saying that.
No, what I was showing you was that your theory about Hyksos being a violent group of rulers, I'm showing you that they came in as slaves. That's what I was showing you on that relief. I wasn't showing you nothing. I wasn't trying to show you that was Jacob or Joseph. I'm just simply showing you that those Hyksos, those Asiatic people, came in as captives, as slaves. They did not come in there as rulers and kings. That's the only thing I was showing you.
Now tell me this: did Israelites come in as slaves?
Both, yes.
They came in as slaves according to the Bible.
They were slaves according to the Bible.
Did the Bible say that Israelites came in as slaves? I'm asking one more time. Now think, you just shooting. Think what I'm asking.
Israel came in as a family.
Did Israelites come in as slaves according to the Bible?
Israel did not come in as slaves according to the Bible.
Thank you. Now you said they came in as slaves.
I'm showing you that relief.
But
that one relief.
Wait, stop, bro. You just said it 3 times, and I kept asking the same question because I knew you was making a mistake, and I could have just rolled on that, but I didn't. So again, how are you going to take a relief that you claim is showing slaves coming in
and merchants?
Wait a minute.
And merchants.
Wait a minute.
They had both on that relief.
Wait a minute. Just hear me out. And then you tell me that Israelites did not come in as slaves, but you're trying to use that to say that Israelites was those people.
But wait a second, I'm sitting up there showing you it was 2 groups of Israel. It was 2 groups of Asiatics on that relief, slaves and merchants. It wasn't a picture of only slaves. So it was slaves and merchants. That picture is found in the tomb. And like you told the family to do, y'all need to go and research it.
So those were Israelites coming in?
No, those was Asiatic Hyksos coming in.
So they have nothing to do with Israelites?
Okay.
Do they have anything to do with Israelites?
Israelites do not become a nation.
Do they have anything to do?
I'm answering the question. They do not become a nation until they leave.
Okay, were they not a nation? Were they the people? Do they have anything to do with Israelites coming in? Anything at all?
Those people that you saw on that, I'm answering the question. The people that you saw on the relief represents a group of people of Israelites. They represent a group. Was those exact people? Was those exact people Israelites?
So those,
or yes, you can't disprove it because you yourself said there's many groups of people that came in as Hyksos.
You want to know how?
That's like he's saying.
I can't disprove it if you let me.
Puerto Ricans, are they Latinos? Who are these Mexicans?
Stop! I'm gonna disprove it again because this is why I keep asking y'all. Y'all keep talking about this stele, and y'all want to lock yourself into this 1250, and then you want to tell me that the Israelites came in a couple hundred years before that, and again. That stele was 1800, 1900 BCE.
That relief, yes.
So did Israelites come in at 1900 BCE?
No. I'm not saying they came in at 1900
So
or not
that
saying they
has nothing to do with Israelites. Why is it evidence for this conversation? I don't get it.
because you said Hyksos is Semitic people. Asiatic is people.
That still it could be depicting when Abram and them went into Egypt. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, is that what we want to say now?
I'm just saying it wasn't the first time that
Semitic people went into
Semitic
Egypt.
people went into Egypt. It happened in waves.
Okay, but that's
Even
cool.
after the Exodus,
I don't mind going there, but I don't want to talk about. Oh, it could be this, it could be that, it could be that. Is this the claim now?
Because I gotta leave soon, brother. But I'll give you this: I cannot go in the walls of Kemet and show you Israel in Kemet operating, living. I can't.
No,
show
I can't.
You that.
No, I can't do
I want
that.
to deal with that for the audience. So, are you telling me that that's showing Abraham coming in?
No one can name a name on that stele. No one can put a name on
So-
anybody.
So why even throw that out?
No, we're saying Semitic people are Hebrew.
No, the
in
brother
the
brought up
biblical
Abram.
text, say
Stop.
Semitic people
I
went
brought
into
up
Egypt.
Abram.
It's his point. You
I brought
can't
up-
explain
I brought
his
up
point.
Abram because you pointed out that relief that he showed come from hundreds of years ago, hundreds of years before we believe Jacob and his family. So I'm saying, well, yeah, before Jacob and Joseph and all them, it was Abram that went into Egypt.
But you're not saying that was. This is my point.
I'm just saying it's not far-fetched to believe that Semitic people went in the 1700s, then went in the 1400s, then all.
So, but what I'm saying is, if you throw that out there to the people, then they may be like, oh, you know what, that might be Abraham. But what I'm saying is, if you don't even believe that that's Abraham, why are you throwing that out there?
But he's not throwing that as Abraham.
Yeah, he did.
No, he's not. He's saying that that's a representation of Semitic people even during the Abrahamic time.
So could it be
back and forth in Kemet?
So again, if y'all don't even know that this has anything to do with Abraham, anything to do with Jacob, anything to do with Isaac, how is it evidence of your claim?
But the evidence is in the scriptures. We're saying according to scriptures. You're saying it's not true, but you're also saying that yes, what is true.
You didn't use the scripture, you used the relief. So I'm asking you, how does that
relief matches up with the scriptures?
What part of the scripture?
Semitic people went into Kemet.
As Abraham. And Jacob.
No, we didn't say it's Abraham. We said Semitic people went into. Would you agree that Semitic people went into Kemet?
Brother.
You're agreeing that Semitic people are Israelites and Semitic people went into Kemet.
Let me say that.
We're lining up with each other.
No, we not.
I got to burn up out of here.
No, we not. And I hope the people follow me.
And it's good. It's good. It's a good bill. What I wanted to say was that I can't go into the walls of Kemet and show you Israel on the walls of Kemet. But I can go into the walls of Kemet and show you the nation of Israel out of the thin blue air being defeated. No, I mean, Kemet had to have known about this people group. So whether they did not inscribe them on the walls and they only put them into the walls whenever they defeated them, quote unquote, that's up for grabs. But we do know that there was a people group that the Kemetic community knew about called Israel. So whether we want to argue they always stayed in Canaan, and even when the Hyksos came through, they never had any dealings with Egypt, and all of a sudden Egypt just traveled and found them and fought them. But one thing, it does not add up. Somehow, some way, there was a culmination of this people group. It didn't just pop up out of nowhere. Just because we first hear about them in 1250 don't mean that's the first time they were on the world stage. So I'm saying this people group came from somewhere and developed from somewhere, and the walls of Kemet do not give me that understanding. That's all I'm saying. So in court, look, it would not hold up. I couldn't prove that Israel was in Egypt. You can't disprove that Israel was in Egypt.
Yeah, you can.
No, you can't. You cannot go and say there's nothing on the wall that say, well, no, but those people stayed over there. It don't talk about Israel.
That's the proof, fam.
But the biblical text already described Israel as a small family.
They don't speak on them until 1250. So they must not have come into existence until 1200, the 12th.
If not only that, you gotta also understand they became a nation of people.
They became a nation of people out of nowhere.
If you brothers look, it'll be real easy if you brothers would agree to some dates. If y'all agree to dates, we could disprove any of this.
Okay, part 2. I'm gonna have dates. I'm gonna have dates and names. Part 2.
We could disprove all of this if y'all would give me a date and a name, but y'all not giving me no dates and names. Y'all saying you can't disprove it because I'm saying it could have happened in 1900, it could have happened in 1500, it could have happened in 1200, it could have happened in 1400. But listen what I'm saying.
Are you hearing what Clark's saying?
No, I hear what he's saying, but y'all telling me y'all like you can't disprove it because it could have been in 1900, it could have been in 1800, it could have been in 1500, it could have been in 1200, it could have been in 1400, it could have been in 1600. So you gotta chase me to all these different time periods.
I'm not chasing you on times. You're the only one dealing with times, man.
So I'm the only one dealing with history.
You're the only one dealing with the time period. You're the only one dealing with a date.
Because y'all use the name.
I'm dealing with the foundation.
Do you know the name?
With gumbo material.
Do you know the name Hyksos can be locked down to a chronological time period?
Yes.
So
I'm only dealing.
Wait a minute. So if the conversation started out talking about Hyksos and Israelites, brother, of course, any sane person would go to those dates and would use those names.
Okay.
Anybody that's trying to that's trying to fool the people, they're not going to want to use the dates, and they're not going to want to use the and they're not going to want to use the dates and the names.
Hold on, wait a second.
I can't fool
Hyksos.
Y'all know more about this than I do. So
Yes, Hyksos. What? This
I don't
okay.
even have dates for Israelite history.
Here we go. Watch this.
Do you have a date for Abraham? No. Do you have a date for Joseph? No.
Yes, I got a date. I don't have it with me now.
What's the date for Joseph?
I don't have it with me
So you
now.
don't have it?
No.
Do you have a date for Moses?
The scripture
I don't
says
have it with me
900
now.
years.
So they don't
I
have
will
no dates.
get that in part 2, family.
The scripture don't give you BC. You only get in the Apocrypha, then you start to get dates, and you can line up dates to when Alexander ruled. Or
Do you have a date for Solomon?
the only thing you got is when Solomon, the 960 BC or whatever. It says 900 some odd years before that was the Exodus.
So
that's the only way. That's the only way we can chronologicalize.
So why haven't you done that?
We will on the
No,
next
I've
one.
already done it. Why haven't you
so
got?
can
Wait a
you give me
minute.
some time?
Stop.
Can you give me some time to deal
So
with
this
today?
this another thing. According to the scriptures in the Bible, I can give you some dates, and I can bag it up with verses. So again, what I'm gonna say is, why can't they bring no dates?
Okay, now watch this. Hold on. Let me
Why can't y'all bring no
because
dates?
I'm getting ready to
I
bounce
told you
too.
900 some odd years before 960.
But let me give you this one thing.
whatever that is.
But let me give you this one thing real quick.
For what?
Before Solomon's temple. Before Solomon.
Is what? What happened
This was
then?
supposed to be the Exodus.
Hold on, the Bible say 450, 200, 450.
450 before
Yeah,
Solomon.
before.
No. I'm gonna give you those
I got the
biblical
dates.
dates, and I'm
I
gonna
got-
line
I
them
got
up
the
perfectly. Now hold on. I gotta say this one thing.
960 is supposed to be the year of
Don't
Solomon's
help.
temple. Yeah, well, help me. I need help.
No. I feel you, but okay. So, all right. I'm really not finna go crazy. But let's say if what was that
If
first
I'm
thing
not,
you
if
said?
I'm not mistaken, they say somewhere in the 14th or 13th century is the Exodus. That's the best as I can give you, but I don't know what.
I got it. So listen what I'm saying.
What Pharaoh and all that.
But then, if you say according to the scriptures, it was 900 years before
I think
Solomon.
he said he might be right. It might be 400 something years before Solomon. I have to find a scripture for you, but that's the only timeline we got.
Okay, even that. Let's just deal with this real brief because I know you got to go. So 400 years before Solomon. If Solomon was at 900, that would take us to what? About 1300, right?
I think that's what
Do we agree?
1300, yeah.
Now, okay. So if
So
I'm
whatever Pharaoh was in that time
going to disprove that these Israelites are the Hyksos, and I say that the
I know
Hyksos
where you're going. The Hyksos
were
was kicked out in
expelled,
1500.
so so the dates is the only thing I can use, fam, to disprove
I'ma give
the
you
claim.
And
dates.
I have to
That's
give
what
you
I'm
that,
saying.
brother. That's why I originally said I believe Israelites could have been considered Hyksos. Now, if you tell me Hyksos was not a term used anymore after 1570, well then I got to give it all up. I just believe that Israelites could have been considered Hyksos, not necessarily
all
that.
we saying.
Not necessarily.
Let me
You
say
know
this.
it.
Let me
No,
say here.
Israelites was foreigners.
Is this
Okay.
possible? Is this-
Immigrants.
Hey man,
go ahead.
we should be done. Do you believe it or do you know
I
it?
know it.
He say he believe
No.
it.
I know that
say
Israel
this.
was a group of migrating people.
Let me say
Point
this.
period.
This
That's
is
the
what happened.
definition of Hyksos.
This is what it appears to be. This is why it sounds like it's adding up, but it's not adding up fully. Because this is most likely what happened. You do have a group of Israelites. I'm not saying Israelites on a nation, right? I'm not saying that. But what these people did,
Ancient Kemet time.
but what these people did when they wrote down their text, they did not have all of the facts, and they wrote a mythological account of the beginnings of their nation, and they took bits and pieces of stories that may or may not happen to Semitic people.
Okay, let's do
Wait
our
a minute,
closing.
stop. Wait a minute.
What
And what? Okay, this gonna be my closing. What you have, family, is you do have a group of Israelites in history. You do have a nation in history in Israel, right? You have a group of Israelites. They are historical people. But what these people did when they wrote down their history, they created a myth around actual history to explain their origins. That's what they did. That's why some of it sounds plausible. Well, you know what it was? Egyptians in there, but then we say, well, when? Who was it? What was the names? Well, I don't know the actual names. I don't know the actual dates, because the story is a myth explaining history. The story is a myth explaining history. If you go to the Bible, you get in the myth of the story. If you go to the actual primary documentation records that was written during that time, you get the actual historical account. And you can only line them up to a certain degree, because when you're dealing with history, you're dealing with names, dates, and you're dealing with places. The brothers don't have names, dates, and places because the name, dates, and places in the Bible is mythology explaining history, and somebody else can close out.
Okay, man, hold on before we go.
Hold on, each one of us gonna close.
I know,
man.
I'm gonna say, man, Matt did a great job. That's all right.
All right.
Matt did a great job.
We gotta go. We gotta go, man. We came here today, man, to prove that these Hyksos were supposedly Israelites. These guys, you know what I'm saying? They basically they said it numerous of times that they can't do it. So at the end of this video, I gotta just say that it has not been proven. Okay. And hey, man, and I'm done, man.
Look, I'm about to jump out my skin right now.
Yeah.
Family, think about something. Madam Tarstella says 1250 BC, there was this out of the blue nation of people. Not just some stragglers, there was a whole nation of people. And it said their seed is no more. Their seed is no more. We know that that's a damn lie. Oh, I love it. White man holiday, I got time to just sit here and tell y'all that. We know that's a damn lie. Archaeological and historical evidence proves that the nation of Israel continued on and on and on. Yes, sir. So guess what? Either seed means grain, and we took all the niggas' corn, or they lied to you, family. The walls lied because we know Israel kept moving. Hey, shalom.
Shalom. Hold on, Carter. Don't go nowhere.
Yeah.
I wanna hit on Matt as I close. Yeah, Matt. I gotta use you as a punching bag for the last one. Matt could be possibly onto something. That the writers of that text made up a history and they put themselves in line with the Hyksos people. My question to Matt, and I'm gonna get the names and the dates in part 2, but my question to Matt is, why would I want to align myself with some slaves as history? A group of people that's running from a land that they dwelt in for over hundreds of years. Anyways, but they Kemet text says that they had a fight, like my boy Carr just said, with a nation of people 200 years, 300 years prior to that day. I know we out here having sex. You gotta be having sex for hundreds of years to have a nation. We ain't talking about no family reunion, no barbecue. These niggas was at war with another nation. That means they had to have came from somewhere hundreds of years prior. And not only that, I'm gonna get you the names, I'm gonna get you some dates, but Hyksos people, Semitic people, Hebrew people, it's all in the same thing. Like I said in the beginning of the video, it's a gumbo pot and every ingredient is in the gumbo pot. A fight, a group of people leaving, a group of people coming, a fight, and they also dwelling in a land where Kemet went to war with these people again. Oh my goodness, it's so
Peace, y'all.
Hotel.
Peace and love and family, man. We appreciate y'all watching the video.
I'll show y'all that.
He said, I'll show y'all.